Well, hello, everybody. It's Mr. Sale and Mr. Hanson here to talk to you about the stock market
Hey guys.
and the panic game. So we have a stock market, and everybody needs to be involved at least once, at least for a day.
So the deal is this, that the chance points
I think what my friend here is trying to say is that the stock market, everything we do in the stock market is going to be done with chance points. In other words, when you buy something, it comes out of your full balance sheet. Anything you gain or lose, though, based on the stock market, is going to be recorded in the chance points column.
What my friend Mr. Sale here is trying to say is your balance total is the amount of money you have. But when you make a purchase or sell any stock, that's out of your chance column.
Couldn't have gotten here without you.
Wow, we did it. So you gotta buy and sell at least one time, and it's got to be during the class period. Unless you're in a virtual day, then there will be WebEx opportunity.
We'll get to that in a second. The point is, you can only buy and sell through a broker. That would be myself, Mr. Sale, or Mr. Hanson, or since in virtual situations we want to try to provide some other opportunities, Ms. Vinci has been kind enough to offer her services, and we're not 100% sure about Ms. LeBake yet, but maybe.
Right.
You will absolutely need to record the stock purchases, and we'll talk to you about
on your balance sheet
in a second.
So what's a stock, Mr. Sale?
Well, a stock is basically a share or a portion of a company. And so if you were to buy a stock, you would be buying into ownership of a company.
So basically, you're giving a company money, hoping that that company does a good job with that money and increases their business, makes more money for that company. In essence, your stock, your share of that company is worth more.
Right.
And that's how you would maybe make some money. There's another way to earn money, which is called a dividend. Basically, companies sometimes give us a reward at some point for investing in their company. And that's in the form of what's called a dividend. Now, the other way, obviously, the way that you typically would play the stock market is buying at a low rate and trying to sell at a high rate. You buy low, you sell high. That's how you make money off of stocks.
As we said a second ago, there will be at least two distance ways to buy stock and times. Monday through Thursday, Mr. Sale, myself, will have the stock market open from 9:30 to 10 a.m. This is for students who are not in school. So if you have class before that time or after that time, you'll have to buy your stock in class rather than over the WebEx.
But if you're being quarantined and you can't physically be present in school, this WebEx option is really for you.
Right. So you see Mr. Sale's times as well as Ms. Vinci's times and how to get there on WebEx. There are going to be three companies that you can choose from to invest in during our game. Three historical companies that were around at the time and very, very involved in trying to make money. One was AT&T, Ford Motor Company, and Florida Lands.
Now, AT&T is a communications company. This is one of your first major telephone companies. Obviously still around to this day. It is a monopoly in the 20s, meaning it basically owns all the telephone wires. It basically is the company that is, you're really only your option if you have a telephone, if you want to make calls. It's pretty stable, and it does give dividends out. It does reward its shareholders.
Second company is Ford Motor Company. Of course, they are also still around. It's an automobile company that Henry Ford founded. The 1920s, as you know, if you've been doing any of your optionals, was experiencing an automobile revolution as so many more people were starting to buy them. It's a pretty stable company. It goes up and down a little bit given that they're utilizing a new technology in the automobile, and they definitely pay out some dividends, but it's not quite as often as the one
AT&T.
AT&T, that's the one we were just talking about.
And then finally, Florida Lands. It's a real estate company. They buy and sell land. They have homes. This is located in the state of Florida, obviously. We see a huge land boom in the 20s. Florida's got all this prime real estate. There's this, beautiful weather down in Florida. You got the beach, you got the ocean. It's a desirable place for land.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: this company's unstable. It's inconsistent.
It's pretty new.
It's new. They haven't given out dividends
Mm-hmm.
anyway to date, and it could be one of those boom or bust type companies where you could do really well,
Right.
but it's also a possibility that there's a risk involved, and it could be not so good.
So here are some questions to consider then as you're getting involved in the stock market. First of all, are you a risk taker? And if so, to what extent? You'll want to be thinking then about how this works, and again, how we're going to show you how all of this works by showing you how to record information on your balance sheet, as well as how to fill out a stock certificate. Teachers will record transactions on our teacher ledger. You don't have to worry about that, but just know that we will keep a copy as well.
To show you then how to record your information on the stock certificate first, and then we'll show you where and how to do that on your balance sheet. So everybody's going to have the option or the ability to make a copy of the stock certificate. You'll find that on Canvas. We're going to give you just a quick example of how to fill this out if you are purchasing stock. So we are going to put in the owner's name, in this case, our student extraordinaire, Dr. Mr. Jacques Strapp. He's going to purchase Florida lands.
Florida lands.
He's going to go big or go home. The date, we're going to fill in that. He's going to buy that. Today's date is October 9th, so 10/9 of 20. He's going to, he's going to get 20 shares. He's going to, go for it.
High roller.
He is going to pay $1 a share.
$1 a share. They're low
So
right now.
there you go, which is then $20, right? And that would, we'll show you this, but you're going to put this on your balance sheet. So you're going to pay 20, which you would fill out in your chance column.
That's what less cash means.
Correct. We're not worrying about
We're not doing margin this year.
So
Because nice job, buddy.
hey, that's always fun when that happens, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. So actually, we can not even care about that.
Don't even worry about it.
Nothing for dividends yet, but if let's say you're going to get dividends at some point, you would see on our stock board that listed. We would try to make sure you're aware of that. How it would work, though, let's say
a week later.
Yep.
Let's say 1 week later, the price has gone up, and Mr. Strapp has 20 shares. Let's say the dividend was $1 a share at that point, which means that we would have a dividend of $20.
We could even put when this occurred.
Oh, right. You can put the time of day, 3rd hour or whatever, 7th hour, 8th hour, whatever it is.
So we'll do that just so that you know.
Okay. Let's put this now on the balance sheet so
that's
they
a
see
great
how this
idea.
works.
Let's do that. So Jacques Strapp, you can see he's got some things already on his balance sheet. In fact, he forgot to put his notes. He forgot to record what that was. So we'll do that right now for him. But let's do that. So bought Florida land stock. You were also probably going to want to put the date there that you bought it.
Oh, good call.
So that we know. So bought Florida land stock.
That was on
10/9 of 20.
of 20.
Okay, so we bought some Florida land stock, and we should put how many shares?
Yep.
We bought.
Let's put 20 shares,
Yep.
since that's the truth.
And we could even, if we wanted to buy $1 a share, right? So we're going to do that. Now we know that was $20, so that comes out of our chance.
So that's
So
20.
minus 20.
Oh yeah, I should put a minus in there, shouldn't I?
Yeah, we should put a minus there because that is not a positive number. And then we got to put in the minus column. We also make sure to put the minus in front of that. Notice what it does. It actually subtracts for us. Now we're down to 680. Let's put the dividend in there.
Okay.
Okay, so a week later you said. So we're gonna record the dividend here. So this is free money. This is the reward that you got for investing in this company. Now remember, we said that Florida Land's primarily does not, or at least at this point, has not given out dividends. But this is an example,
Right.
and you just never know. So what did we say? That was a dollar.
That was a dollar a share.
dividend, $1 a share dividend. So we are going to then record that as 20 in the chance column. Now it's 20 in the plus column, and actually we just made up all that money back.
Made our money back
that we spent.
just on that share.
Now let's say a week later too,
we wanted to sell.
the stock goes up. Yep, the shares goes up. Let's go back to our stock certificate, and then we'll show you on the balance sheet that. All right, so let's make this date 10/16 as well, the same date that you got the dividend. After you got the dividend, you're like, well, now the price per share is $5. Okay.
Oh, it really went up.
It went up $4 a share. You are going to sell all 20 of your
All
shares
20 of
because
them.
you're like, you know what? That's too good of a deal to pass up. Okay, so you are going to make.
Again, you can pretty much ignore this one. Wait.
No, we need
Nope.
to say that this is the.
Nope, that's where we make our money.
This is going to be $100.
Yep, we're making $100 there. Don't worry about margin stuff. Just that's our total.
Okay, and we don't have any shares left over.
Right.
But now we have to put this on our stock certificate, or we have to put this on our balance sheet. So we're going to go back to the balance sheet there. We're going to put sold Florida Land stock. We're going to put the date again, and we're going to put how many shares we sold at what price. So we sold 20 shares at $5 a share. And then we're going to put 100 in our chance column and 100 in our plus column. And we just made $100.
Well, we made. Yeah,
Well,
we did total, didn't we?
Yeah, we
Because of our
definitely made
dividend.
we definitely made $100 off the stock market.
Yeah, we
there.
did.
So it's as simple as that. Now you're going to have to prove this to us that you're buying this. You have to show us your stock certificate in
Right.
class,
Right.
and you have to show us your balance sheet so we can confirm that
Right.
you indeed bought or sold
Right.
your stock. If you are virtual, you would do that over WebEx. If you are, on quarantine or whatever, you do that via WebEx, so we'd be able to see that
Mm-hmm.
and make those transactions with you as your broker. As always, if you have extra questions, you're not sure about something, please reach out via email to your teachers. But it was a pleasure talking about the stock market with you all.
Thank you very much.